Hello YouTubers, today we are going to check important question paper of physical education of class 12 which will help you in your board examination of physical education. So let's start. In this video you will get all the important questions along with the answers. Also, if you are new to my channel then please join to my channel and subscribe it now to get the latest updates of class 12 important question papers and important topics. So let's start. Question number 1. Interval training is used for developing. The answer is endurance. Our question is resistance ability against fatigue is called endurance. Acceleration of an object will increase as the net force increases depending on its density, that is mass. Density is the mass. Physiological factor determining speed is both A and C, that is explosive strength and muscle composition. Question number 4 is dash bone comes out of socket of hip dislocation. So socket of hip is called femur. The word meso in mesoform is related to muscular. A pattern of disobedience can be observed in children suffering from ODD. Disobedience is ODD. What does buy? Buy is an advantage given to a team not to play an initial round. Dislocation is related to joint injury. Fracture where part of broken bone enters another bone is impacted fracture. In impacted fracture, a part of bone enters into another bone. Ability to achieve maximum speed from stationary position is called acceleration ability. What is the value placed for male in VO2 max formula? So it is 1 in male. The 10th question is, one of the possible causes for obesity could be both A and B, that is heredity, means from the generation, or excessive eating. Given below are the two statements label assertion and a reason. State true or false, or which statement is correct. So in this, the first statement is correct, that is both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. That is, planning is the foremost function of sport. That is true. And the reason is planning gives a view of future course of action. That is true. And the R is the correct explanation of A. Next we have match the following. Match list 1 with list 2. So here vitamin E is night blindness, vitamin B is beriberi, vitamin C is pyruvia, vitamin D is ricket. So the code of C is correct. Along with that, I have some important topics, that is so the next question number 13 is identify the below given asanas and give the names. So the first is Bhujangasana, second is Trikonasana, third is Panchimukha, D is Ardhamadasana. You can check the names. I have written the spelling. So the next is identify the human movements given and give the names. So first is flexion, second is extension, third is abduction, and fifth is adduction. So I have written the types of movements with explanation. Flexion is the movement decreasing the angle between the articulatory bones. Example, flexion at the elbow is decreasing the angle between the ulna and the humerus. Second is extension. That is the opposite of flexion, describing a straightening movement that increases the angle between the body parts. For example, when standing up, the knees are extended. This is extension, and this is flexion. Next is adduction. Adduction movement towards the midline of the body also applies to movements inward and across the body. Example, right femur extended out of the right side inwards towards or across the center of the body. So adduction is this one. Abduction, the movement away from midline of the body. Away from midline of the body is abduction. For example, abduction of the hip when the femur, that is upper leg bone, moves outward to side. Then rotation is common. In this, a bone or a whole limb pivots or revolves around a single long axis. For example, rotation of the head slowly from left to right, or hip rotation. So in the question 7th, we have talked about obesity. So for this, you have to do pranayama and meditative asanas. Number eight is moral and ethical values. That is Yama Yana Astang Yoga. Elements of yoga. This is most important for your physical education. It also comes in your practical examination question. So the elements of yoga are yama, niyama, yama, ahima, and or non-violence. Yama, there are five parts. Ahima, that is non-violence. Satya, that is truthfulness. Astya, that is non-stealing. Brahmacharya, that is not to read pornographic or sexy literature, that is sexual desires. Aparig- Aparigraha, that is no desire, simple life with minimum requirement. Second is Niyama, that is Swacha, purity in mind of state. Santush, contentment, unsatisfied to endure the. Then Tapa, to endure the difficulties, obstacles, complex and situations. Swadhyayana, that is study Vedas. Ishwar, Ishvara, Pranindhana, that is surrenders of ego. Elements of yoga are yama, asana, pratyaha, dhyana, samadhi, niyama, pranayama, dharana. So the next question is question number 3. Design a freehand 4 exercises program for during round shoulders. So you can easily draw it. Differentiate between ODD and SPT on the basis of their symptoms. Anything. So ODD refers to a positional defiant disorder. Is defined by DSM-5 as a pattern of angry, irritable, mood, argumentative, defiant behavior. And SPT SPT I have written there. So different in responding. Neurological jam. Reading is difficult. Problem of sensing. Motor response. So the next question is differentiate between ADHD and ASD on the basis of their symptoms. So ADHD is here. ADHD, anxiety attack. ADHD is anxiety attack, impulsive, moody swing, easily distracted, talk excessively. And ASD is avoid eye contact, remain alone, can't express feelings, repetitive behavior. ODD is disruptive behavior, disobedience, rebellious, anger outburst, deliberately annoying, refuse to obey. SPD is different in responding, neurological jam, reading is difficult, problem in sensing, motor response. So the next question we have below given is the BMI data of a school health checkup. On the basis of the above data, answer the following question. So the normal range of a healthy person, normal BMI range of a healthy person, normal healthy person is 18.5 to 24.9, and underweight is below 18.5, overweight is 25 to 29.9, and obese is 30 to 34.9. So the first question is, in which category does the major student population falls in? So it is normal weight. The school has to develop an activity-based program to decrease the number of. So we have to decrease the number of obese, that is overweighted. More, that means more weight. So you have. So there is picture of 8 staircase method. So in this staircase method, you have the formula n minus 1 upon 2. N is the number of match. Bracket number of match minus 1 upon 2. So we got number of teams. If there is 8 teams, then number of matches will be 8. 8 minus 1 upon 2. That is 8 into 7 by 2. That is 56 by 2. That is 22. 8 matches will be held in staircase method if there are 8 teams. So you can see that. Next question is which category is related to underweight? So that is this line, horizontal line. So question by Athens. Raman is a student of class 11th and is suffering from obesity during a recent medical checkup. At school, he is advised to practice yogasana as given in the syllabus and participate in sports activities for curing it. Based on this case, answer the following question. The yoga instructor at the school has asked Raman to perform. So for weight loss, in case of obesity, you have to do Vajrasana. The BMI index for an obese person is greater than 30, less than 30. Due to the obesity, Raman is also suffering from knock knees, for which he is advised to walk on outer edge of foot. Compare any three micromineral on based of their sources and benefits, or compare the three fat soluble vitamins on the basis of their sources and benefits. So you can compare iron, iodine, create a flow chart, for common sports injuries while enlisting the subparts. So soft tissue injuries, that is contusion, bursitis, sprain, strain, abrasion. Then bone injury, that is simple fracture, complicated fracture, compound fracture, impacted fracture, green stick fracture, comminuted fracture. Joint injuries, that is shoulder dislocation, hip dislocation, lower jaw dislocation. So here's comparison between microminerals: iodine, hormone growth, goiter, mental retardation, seafood, salt, and fish. You can take iron, cause anemia. Liver, dry fruits, and banana can be used to cure iron diseases. Chromium, insulin diabetic. Soybean, light gram, barley. Copper, hemoglobin, egg, pulses, green veg. Fat soluble vitamins are vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. So these are the answers of the last page questions. So check it once. And also, if you want more videos for the question paper, important questions, important topics, so please join to my channel. Thank you for watching this video.